All right, here's today's question from a very rare name you don't hear that often. Shirley writes in asking, I am certainly no expert on any given topic or skill. I do not know what I can contribute. I am just a regular woman who has many interests, a jack of all trades, master of none. So what's holding me back is lack of confidence and not having an idea and an overwhelming amount of information out there. And as I attempt to learn it, it makes it seem as if it will take 20 years to get anywhere. Okay, a lot to unpack in this question. Just take a look at the first line of that question. There's so much negativity. You can see the invisible scripts, the anxiety almost oozing off the question. My first thing to say to you is we all start off somewhere. Take a look at a Fortune 500 CEO. The guy probably did a paper route when he was a teenager, okay? We all start at a certain level, and all of us are just trying to do the best we can. So that's number one. Number two is, like you, when I was starting off, I used to compare myself to people who were 5, 10, 15, 20 years more advanced than I was. So I remember very distinctly, I looked at this guy's site, and he was writing about creating a business. And he had one of those things called a process map. You know what a process map is? It's like a bubble chart with these satellite bubbles. And the first one was products, customer service, and marketing and all this stuff. And under marketing, there was like 10 different satellites coming off of it. I looked at this and I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna do this. There's no way it would take me 50 years to do it. And so I kind of closed the page and that was it. I let overwhelm overcome. I let myself get overwhelmed. Well, over time, just by necessity, I had to learn how to do a little bit of marketing and build a product and learn copywriting. A few years later, after going through that process, I looked back and I realized, oh my God, I basically have that process map and more. So what did I do? Instead of trying to live up to that process map and copy someone else and do exactly what they did, I just said, you know what? Cool to know, good to know that that exists. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna learn copywriting right now because that's what I need to do. And I learned to enjoy the process. It's like, I used to run track when I was in high school. I wasn't very good. I learned to love the process. I never won. Like I said, I wasn't good. But I got out there and I did my best. And if I had done that over time and I had gotten better, I'm sure my times would have improved. Same thing with business. You don't have to be the world's most sophisticated business person today. What you need to do is get out in the ring, go for your first run. Very, very simple. We have a phrase we use internally called, don't try to be 40 before you're 40. And it goes like when I was gonna buy my first car, I was like, I'm so cool. Maybe I should buy a Mercedes. I don't know, I could do it, I can afford it. And I realized, where do you go from there? Where do you go once you buy a Mercedes when you're in your early 20s? It makes no sense. Don't try to be 40 before you're 40. I have people who come to me, they say, Ramit, what kind of sophisticated A/B testing conversion should I do? I say, bro, how many subscribers do you have on your email list? 42. I said, don't try to be 40 before you're 40. You don't need to be A/B testing things when you only have 42 subscribers. You need to write amazing content and create stuff that people want. So if you're looking at other people's businesses and you're saying, oh my God, it's gonna take me 1,000 blog posts to get there. You know what step one is? Write blog post number 1. Go to sleep, wake up the next morning, take a look at the comments. If there are any, write blog post number 2. Optimize for learning, not for revenue. Don't worry about all that other stuff. Eventually, if you do that and you show up every day, you may actually get to the position where you look at that person's process map and you've actually done much more than they ever did. If you're curious about starting with your online business, the first thing you can do is learn how to find a profitable idea. And if you're curious, I've put together a quick start guide. You can click below and get that. Shirley, thank you for the question. Again, don't worry about getting overwhelmed. Click below, get started, and take it step by step.